The day the HOA decided to build an illegal warehouse on my ranch while I was away was the day they officially declared war. See, I'd gone to a livestock expo in Dallas for the weekend, just a couple days to network, sell breeding stock, and enjoy not hearing HOA Karen complain about the smell of nature. I came home early Sunday morning, coffee in hand, expecting to see the usual. My barn, my fences, my peace. Instead, I saw a steel skeleton of a building going up where my barn used to stand. First, I thought I'd taken a wrong turn. Then I saw the HOA Future Storage Facility banner hanging proudly across my destroyed corral, and my blood boiled so hard I swear I could hear it hiss. I slammed my truck into park and stormed out. There were construction workers everywhere, drilling, welding, unloading materials, all under the direction of, you guessed it, Karen. She stood there in her visor and clipboard like she was directing a movie. "Karen," I shouted, marching up to her. "What in the good Lord's name do you think you're doing on my land?" She turned around, unfazed. "Oh, you're back early," she said sweetly, the way snakes smile before they bite. "We voted unanimously to repurpose this unused portion of the neighborhood for community use." "Neighborhood," I barked. "This is my ranch, Karen. It's been private land since before your HOA existed." She rolled her eyes. "Not anymore. According to our new zoning interpretation, this section qualifies as shared access for residential benefit." I just stared at her, speechless. Partly because I couldn't believe her audacity, partly because there was an actual bulldozer sitting where my barn used to be. My grandfather built that barn. The same barn that survived storms, fires, and 3 generations of ranchers. And Karen had flattened it in 2 days for a storage unit full of pool noodles and HOA lawnmowers. I took a deep breath and said quietly, "Karen, you've made the worst mistake of your life." She smirked. "You can call your lawyer. We already checked. By the time you file anything, construction will be done." She walked away like she'd already won. Oh, but she didn't know who she was dealing with. I spent the next 48 hours gathering every document, deed, zoning certificate, and historical plat I had. Turns out, not only was the HOA not authorized to build anything there, that strip of land they thought they annexed was legally protected as part of a heritage agricultural trust, meaning any destruction or development on it was a federal offense. I made a few calls. By Wednesday morning, I was back at the ranch, this time with the county assessor, a federal land agent, and 3 sheriffs. Karen was there again, beaming like she was cutting the ribbon at a grand opening, until she saw the badges. "Ma'am," the agent said, looking at the permits she'd filed, "these are forged." Karen blinked. "What? No. The HOA board approved them." He shook his head. "You can't approve something that isn't yours to begin with. You've built on protected private land." The workers froze. One of the sheriffs ordered the site shut down. Another took photos of the bulldozer tracks. Karen started to panic. "This can't be happening. We were only trying to improve the neighborhood." The federal agent nodded slowly. "You improved yourself right into a $250,000 fine and a potential criminal charge for destruction of heritage property." The color drained from her face faster than a summer storm drains a creek. I stood there quietly, arms folded, letting every second of her panic sink in. When it was all over, I didn't yell, didn't threaten. I just handed her the bill. "Karen," I said calmly, "you tore down my family's barn. You owe me the cost of rebuilding it, and then some." She stammered. You can't do this." I smiled. "You're right. I don't have to. The state will." By the end of the month, the half-built HOA warehouse was seized, the equipment repossessed, and the HOA itself was hit with enough fines to sink a yacht. As for my barn, oh, I rebuilt it. Bigger, stronger, with a steel frame and motion-detecting floodlights that lit up like the 4th of July whenever anyone got too close. And on the new front gate, I installed a large wooden sign, carved by hand. "This land was built by family hands. Trespassers will build nothing but regret." Karen sold her house and moved 3 towns over after that. Rumor has it she tried joining another HOA board, but the second they Googled her name, they turned her down flat. And every time I walk past my new barn, I can't help but grin. Because while the HOA thought they were building a warehouse, what they really built was their own downfall.